Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm a little bit sick. Hope I could be able to do this voice over tutorial. Um, I bring you guys this beautiful side curl hairstyle. If you would like to see how I did it, just stay tuned. I'm gonna start off by parting the hairs, as you see here. As you can see at the bottom part, I parted two sections um, in a vertical, not straight, but to the side. You'll see in a minute why I did this. And then the crown area, you can see I did another parting front part from end of ear and the other side as well. That's how you're gonna have your partings. Um, I started off by separating the two sides of the two hairs in the bottom. I'm gonna use extensions only because this doll does not have a lot of hair, and this hairstyle, um, for it to be able to look beautiful, I think it goes best with long hair. So I'm gonna start off, as you see, spray on the roots, and you're gonna tease really good the roots, because that's how you will be able to attach the extensions, as you see here. These are clip-on extensions. I bought them, I believe, on Instagram. I'll link down their page. I got them for, I believe, it was a Black Friday sale for 14 something. These came already curl. It's really unnecessary for me to curl, but I'm just curling it just a little bit more, but I really didn't need to curl them. These already come curl. But if they weren't curled, after you tease and you attach them, then you would definitely curl both at the same time, extension and your own hair. But so I'm doing 3 rows, I believe, 3 sections, and I'm doing the same process. Just tease, you spray on the roots, hairspray, you tease really good, and once you tease, then you will attach the clip-on extensions. Really, it's not hard at all to do extensions. It only took me one day to see how to do it, and after that I practice. So I used a little rubber band here. The ponytail is gonna go to the side. Make sure you do it really low ponytail, but to the side, as you see here, to the side. Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone and start with the other section. As you can see, that's what's gonna cover the rubber band, the ponytail. But what I want to do here, I want to add another piece of extension. But before I do that, I'm going to start curling the doll's hair. And just bear with me. This is all new to me, these tutorials. I know I will get better as I keep doing it. As you see here, I'm curling the hair towards going to the ponytail. Like, curl all the curls going that way, towards the left side. And as you can see here, I'm adding hairspray, and in a vertical way I'm going to put the extension that way, not horizontal but vertically. As you see here, I'm teasing vertically, and I have my extensions ready, and then that's how I'm putting them. This is the only section I will put extension, just this little part here. And as you can see, I already curled all the other side, and that's everything that's gonna go to the side like that. So so right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start twisting, as you see here, and pulling. So that's gonna give it a more fuller effect, and just pinning it. So I'm gonna be grabbing pieces and pulling and adding and pinning, I'm sorry. at little sections. If you can, try and make it a little looser so it doesn't look too tight on the back. I'm sorry, like I wasn't paying attention right now, like the camera is a little off the view, but as you can see, all I'm doing is just twisting each little piece and pulling to make a fuller look, and just trying to put it where I see that, you know, you have to see yourself where you think it needs to be placed. Like if you see it needs more hair towards the bottom, then you place it on the bottom. You know, that's just something you have to look at when you're doing your hair, when you're doing your client's hair. So here I'm just okay, here, well, I'm just gonna start teasing to make the little bump. After I'm done with that section that I show you guys with the twisting and pulling, then I go up to my bump. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, the first part of hair that I parted, I'm gonna leave that alone. That's gonna be like to cover all the teasing of the next sections that I'm gonna do. Like right here, same thing, spray, tease, and go to the next section. So you try and get little small sections. When you get big sections, it's harder to tease. So make sure, like I said, the first section that I separated, just leave that alone, do not tease it. Go to the second, and that's where you're gonna start teasing, like you see here. Tease, open it up, and go to the next section. But before you do that, once again, add spray, tease, open it up, and go to the next section. So basically, this is something good to practice. It took me a long time to kind of get to do it the right way, and I still practice to this day. You have to practice. If not, you will never get better. And that's one of the things that has helped me, that I always practice on your doll, like practice on your daughter, practice, you know. Okay, you saw me get the first little section of hair that I have separated. I teased very lightly, like not much, and now I'm just making sure it looks polished. Make sure you add hairspray and polish it really good till you see that it looks nice and smooth. And then just add some pins in the back, and then you know, you have your little bump there. You could always use your tail comb, the end of your tail comb pick, or whatever you call it, to pull the bump a little bit up higher. It just all depends. So the little hairs that are hanging from the bump were not curls. So what I'm doing here, just curling them, because I'm going to cover up those pins, not safety pins, I'm sorry, those pins that you see there from the bump. I'm gonna make sure they're covered so you can't see them. So those little curls I'm curling right now, it's going to cover that little section right there. So all I'm doing is rolling and pinning, rolling the little curl and pinning. See how it hides the pins that I put for the bump. So, you know, basically you gotta hide all that with the curls. And now I work with the front part. I'm going to do a little what do you call it, Dutch braid. I'm gonna do a Dutch braid, yeah, and that's gonna leave a little bit of hair, so at the end I could curl that little hair that you leave on both sides of near the ear. So I'll just start by doing Dutch braid, three strands, and then all you're gonna be picking up is from the front side. You will not be picking up from the left side. It's hard to explain, but hopefully I could do a tutorial on how to do this later on. It's really hard to explain how to do that kind of braid, but I like to tell you, watch tutorials. There's a lot of videos here on YouTube, and would help you with braiding. So yeah, just doing the same thing. Just make sure everything's nice and pinned and not loose. And that's the little section I'm telling you I left out. Same thing on the other side. It just makes it look more balanced and nice, romantic. So what I'm doing now, I'm gonna polish the front side by spraying. I spray hairspray, make sure it looks nice and smooth and polished. Twist it a little bit, as you see near the ear, and just fix it underneath the braid. And all these little hairs that end up, just do the same thing. Roll, pin, and there you go. It's coming along. So what I'm gonna do here, I want it to look fuller, and I am going to twist. You'll see now how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna twist it, and basically I'm gonna work all the hair that way and just put some pins. That's all I'm doing, just making it look fuller by pulling, twisting it, and pinning it along the rest of the hair. It's really hard to explain, but just pay attention how I'm pinning it and how I'm twisting it, how I'm pulling. So see how I'm doing, just like pulling, and then rolling it, and then pinning it, just like this. I'm doing the rest the same way, rolling it and pinning it. On some of them I do pull so it looks fuller. On some of them I just twist and then pull. And this is, I'm just like doing it as I go. I'm trying to see what needs to, and make sure you spray hairspray after you're done and everything looks good. Like the top part, I'm done with that part. Make sure you spray so it just stays and the pins don't get loose, or like, just so how you guys like it. It's coming along, right? It's really not hard. It's just the practice, like I tell you guys. If you don't practice, you're not gonna get good at what you do. When I get a chance, I practice on my daughter, practice on my doll. I get just try and practice. But as you see how it's coming along, all I did is just pull, twist, and pin it, and spray. And then you, at the end, you could always go back and see what feels loose, pin it, and then you could add hairspray just to make sure it stays. Pin it if you feel it's loose, whatever part is loose, pin it, and spray hairspray. So here I'm just trying to balance with the other hair that I left and curling, to make it look more romantic look. So I'm just curling towards the ponytail side, as you see, and then all that hair, all I'm gonna be doing is pinning it right there to the side and doing the same process, pulling and turning, that can't even explain, turning and then pinning. So it's really easy, just practice. So it's turning, as you saw, pin it, and add hairspray after, and then right here I'm just like doing the last part, and same thing, twisting, pinning. And I think right after this, I'm gonna just go over the hair, make sure nothing's loose, and then I make sure what needs to be like pinned better so it's not loose. You could go back to your hairstyle and just open up a little bit more, like the curls. You could open it like right here. See how I'm doing? Just like trying to see where it needs to be open, just to make it a fuller look. See, I'm just opening it a little bit more. Pulling, I'm sorry. Just to make it more fuller look. So if this doll didn't have if I didn't put the extensions, this hairstyle, you cannot appreciate it when it's not a long hair. That's why I put in extensions. But if you're practicing on somebody that has long hair, does not need extension, even better, you know, saves you time. But as you can see, it's just it's really easy. I feel it's really easy, and very beautiful look for wedding or prom or quinceañera. Some quinceañeras like hairs to the side. And hope you guys like it, and if you do, give me a like. I will get better as time goes by. Thank you for watching, and have a blessed day.